Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're gonna jump in the queue and go watch Homeless versus Tobiconda. You guys don't have a lot of drones, you have Vivids instead. One player has a great number of attackers, the other one has a humongous number of pixies. Overall, I'm in favor of Tobiconda's position because his attack numbers are about as high as Homeless's without spending blast forges on it. And he's up on drones. And Homeless kind of needs a breach pretty soon to make all these grenade mechs worthwhile, and I don't see him getting one. This Blood Rager, I strongly dislike. You would be better to just buy Tarsiers. But Vors would be even better still, of course. I would hold the Pixies. 4 damage is just as inconvenient for your opponent as 7. And that way you have more granularity threat on future turns. Yeah. Well done, Homeless. I don't know about 3. Maybe you need the money badly. How many blast forges are left, by the way? 5. Okay. I mean, okay, that's a thing you can do. How many walls? A lot. Yeah. I mean, it's 4 permanent attack against like 11, right? So gonna be a tough day for Homeless, I think. You do get to turn off the Vor this way, but you're clearly just losing this turn. Even if you got to apply all of this as breach, you'd be in some trouble, I think. Well, no, okay. If opponent built 0 defense next turn, you might be in okay shape. But I don't think that's very likely to happen. Even then, you would be losing. Even if opponent built 0 defense, you're only getting to assign 10 damage, and that's like the Ragers and the Tarsiers, but opponent still has a Vor and a bunch of Vivids. Or you kill the Vivids and they have a bunch of Tarsiers. Yeah. So very much lost for Homeless here. But he's going to see if he can find something, I guess. I would have blown all the Pixies. It turns off a Vor and it kills the Corpus, right? So why would you not? I don't know. Wall Rhino, hold drone? Oh no, you can wall. Well done. Even better. Ossified? It's a little silly, but... Alright, well there goes that. Do we get matched with Homeless now? We do. Man, he jumps in the queue and he's just matched instantly. Alright, I see some interesting colors. I see blue and I see green. So that's our facile analysis of the set done. Now what? There's a lot. I mean, there's decent soak in Aegis, and in Thunderhead also, in sort of. But there's no absorb. And so I'm inclined to think that there's not much reason to go high econ. And you should prefer instead to get Venges and ISOs. It might be okay to get some blue for like Ebbs. As like a breach-proof kind of drone. But Venge Cannon is already a breach-proof drone, right? So, yeah, I don't think you really want walls that badly. badly enough to commit to a whole tech building and have to spend a bunch of money on things that aren't Venge cannons. But, I mean, I don't know. In the green mirror, it's like a game of chicken where nobody... Well, no. If your opponent builds blue, then you're going to be pretty slow about getting your Venges because you don't want to give them wall value. But in a green mirror, you can kind of get them pretty quickly. And so I'm thinking about, like, do we want a third engineer? I think you typically want, like, 4 Venges for just Venge. But here there's ISO as well that you have access to. So you probably want, I don't know, more? Less? Unclear. I wish I were player 2. They get a natural conduit here that's pretty good. And I just don't really know Venge mirror lines very well, but I think I'm going to try this. What if I got 1 fewer drone and 1 more conduit to convert more quickly? I don't know, I like the idea of getting an ISO or 2 on the way. And that would encourage me to build more drones. I don't know, I'm kind of starting to be of the opinion that you might want to keep Blast Forge in your range. Maybe you don't want to commit to it necessarily, but to stop your opponent from getting Venges really quick, you can say, I can get a Forge, be careful. I don't know. I don't think that's very good. What if I did this? Next turn get a couple drones and another conduit. This way I can get 2 drones and 2 conduits, I guess. That's sort of fine. I think you should buy a conduit here. ISO is interesting. ISO is like almost a reason to get a Blast Forge. Blue isn't great against ISO, but yeah, okay. I answered my own question. Blue isn't great against ISO. Let's not buy it. Let's just buy Aegises to defend the conduits, maybe, for a while. I guess they're not even gonna make me Aegis, huh? I don't want to just pick up 1 Venge because they can respond with a Blast Forge pretty well. I'm sorry, this time I do know my opponent's gender, so might as well use it, but it's hard to get back into the habit. Maybe pick up ISO Conduit. And then I can buy Venges on the ISO turn. Or maybe I get Aegises? I don't know. Okay, opponent's getting a Forge. And ISOs. So opponent doesn't believe in Venges, I guess. You have Wall and Aegis, there's that, I guess. I mean, I think I do owe him some Venges. Opponent's gonna be threatening 6 attack. Aegis defends. So I think I'll just conduit drone. Okay. I mean, the fact that opponent is going for blue makes me want more Venges. I shouldn't have gotten the Gauss Cannon, actually. It would be an exploit to not buy it. So mistakes were made on that one. I actually don't need more conduits. I just need NGs. No, I need drones. Yeah. So I can get 4 more Venges eventually. I have enough conduits to convert pretty soon, I think. Or actually, I could have cut a Venge Cannon instead of cutting a Gauss Cannon. That's even better. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm losing my only engineer, so I don't get to buy another drone to get me up to 12. Whoops. Whoops, indeed. I don't feel like I'm winning this game. Walls are overpowered. Five. Okay, so I can do this. And then next turn buy all the Venges. I'm gonna buy one now, right? I'll have 6 green and 7 drones. So I'm losing 1 to their attack. Kind of a bummer. God, these Aegises are so gross. What have I done to myself? Maybe I should, could I wait a while? Not really. Not productively. But I can buy next turn another ISO. And start clicking Venges. And I think opponent is going to basically not add any more attack. Just be buying Aegises and see if that's enough soak to hold on against what I've got. I don't know the answer. We'll see. Get a wall, right? And then unclick this Gauss charge and click something else, like my ISO. Or maybe a Venge Cannon, I don't know. You can do the math on whether that's better, but the Gauss charge kill does nothing, so don't do that. Okay, you could do this. I don't know about that. That's a way to not exploit yourself and still kill a Gauss Cannon, but I think I'd rather just buy another Aegis instead. Yeah, okay. I don't think that damage really does much, though. You'll be attacking for 9, so this way you can kill my 3 Gauss charges and still the Venge Cannon. That seems fine. Yeah, I think you should damage the Venge now that I think about it. I guessed ISO, but you were right to pick Venge. Do I have any good emotes? Anything about green? Nothing even about breaches, really? Alright, well, we're playing solitaire now, or you are anyway. Alright, this is another way to do things, I guess. Ooh. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think you're gonna win this, since you committed so much to, like, not building green attackers. Oh, that seems even worse. Just letting yourself get breached and not even building Venge Cannons for it? I think you have to either build Venges or build Aegises. You can't build ISOs. And I mean, this defended, right? It wasn't pretty, but it worked. I think killing the Gauss Cannons and the Venge would have been better, though, right? You'd be taking less damage this turn and less damage on average every turn? That's what you could have done if you damaged the Venge last turn? I don't know, that still seems better to me. It's getting pretty much impossible to defend at this point, right? But also Venging up isn't looking very promising. Oh, okay, I mean, I take it back. This defends. Aegis is stronger than I really give it credit for. But opponent, I think, is just treading water. They're basically just killing Gauss charges and occasionally, like, an ISO. I think I'm gonna get there. But it's closer than I'd like. And I might be wrong. Yeah, I keep forgetting they can, like, kill Gauss charges, and then it's not as hard to defend. This turn, though, I get to click 2 Venges. And this is a turn where they're not going to be attacking me for much, so that's stupendous. I don't have to worry about them killing Venges in exchange for that click. Doing a good job with my ISOs, though, I gotta say. My opponent is, that is. Doing a good job with my ISOs. Okay, yeah. Yeah. This is looking kind of okay for you, isn't it? I don't know. I guess I get to a lot of ISOs this way. I mean, I definitely breach for drones, right? Dealing 4 damage to an ISO is not doing me any good. Yeah, but I get to turn off 2 ISOs. But my Venge Cannons are at pretty low health. I don't know. Maybe you could win this. I only get to kill 1 ISO this way? Oof. Yeah, I might be losing from this position. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to figure it out. Do you have any good drone emotes? Not really. Drones are overrated is alright. They're breaching for 11. I can't really stop them from doing whatever they want with that, so I might as well click this Venge and get more damage in. Was I wrong to kill this Gauss cannon? Or to damage the Gauss cannon? No. I don't think so. So, okay, now I have to start doing some thinking. If they're attacking for 4, which is not killing any of my Venges, that's fantastic. They just kill 3 Gauss charges, probably. So I'm attacking for exactly 6, 8, 11. What do I want to do with 11 damage? Kill this as 4. These 3 things... Oh, they might actually have 6 of them. That's 10? Okay, so that's fine, though. Whew, it is really coming down to the wire here. I think their ISO turn might be too much for me. Maybe I should kill an ISO instead? This way, if I have 6... wait. I only have 8 damage. I was coming up with 11, but they're killing all these for sure. 8 damage. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? I'll have 6 Gauss charges. This looks pretty bad. My Avengers just don't have enough health. So if I do this, I can take 4 damage off the table by killing... 6 damage off the table by killing Avenge and 4 Gauss charges. But they're still going to be attacking for 6, 8, 10. And that's almost everything I've got. Yikes. I think this is my best hope. But it doesn't look good. Oh, I forgot. They're taking some damage on the Venge Cannon, so I can clear out a bit more. You're clearing both Venges? I guess, yeah. Then they're only attacking for 8. For 8. That lets me keep a lot of Venges alive. Oof. I wonder... Yeah, that click might not be worth it. This is a really close game, I think. I'm not sure, actually. It's a complicated game. Maybe one of us is way ahead, but I can't tell who, so it looks close to me. And this Blast Forge actually could be a pretty sad tiebreaker. Or not tiebreaker, like kind of the opposite of a tiebreaker. A thing that leads to a tie. So I like this. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know if I want to allow them to kill 2 Venges. Could they survive that? I would then be attacking for 5. Yeah, they'd be thrilled. So I think I need to not do this. Then they kill Avenge and put a ton of damage on another, though. and just finish it off the next turn and I can't click it anymore. Doesn't seem so good either. No, this looks like I'm dead. Yeah, super, super dead. All right, I was way behind when I said I wasn't sure. I thought it was really close. Yeah, Aegis was just too good to ignore. I mean, I didn't exactly ignore it. I bought a couple, I think. One. But it contributes to the blue approach. And opponent was able to absorb for a lot longer than I really expected because of Aegis, and so blue paid a lot more dividends than I thought it would. In the end, it seemed like it was going to be close. Like I was breaching for a lot, it looked like, but then he always just came up with enough defense. And he wasn't doing a lot of damage to me, but suddenly he had a couple Venges and was doing fine. So, I mean, I could have done something similar. Pick up blue here. It's probably the right idea. But, like, could I have tried for a greedier thing with more Venges? I don't think so. The ISOs were putting enough pressure on me that I kind of had to go for it at this point. Yeah, so this turn is probably the turning point of the game. I mean, also it just like would have been nicer to be player 2, but I don't think that's why I lost. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's silly, but I was also afraid that like if I got blue, opponent could get a thermite core and make the ISO make me look silly. I don't know. That's probably just not so great for opponent anyway. Yeah. I don't know. Homeless just played a better game here than I did. I'm often too quick to skip blue in a breach-proof set. I have trouble working in like absorb for a while and then go breach-proof, or be temporarily breach-proof and then put up some absorb, which is a thing you can kind of do in like dynamo sets, and go back to not being breach-proof. I'm not so great at either of those, and so in sets where that's good, I suffer. And here it like looked like it might be good, but I wasn't sure because of Aegis. I think without Aegis, you would skip blue here for sure. But with it, there's just like enough defense to hang on to get more attackers to go with your Venges. Okay, well done, Homeless. And to you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.